Hey, Kobe is a Japanese port city that spent a century absorbing every foreign influence that docked here, and 3 days shows you the result. The trick is knowing which Kobe stops actually reward your time and which are filler. That distinction matters here more than most places. I mapped out the whole 3-day route in a template, so if you want it, the link's in the description. Kobe sits between a mountain and a bay, so every day can shift between dense city streets and wide open skyline views. Day 1 tracks the city from its oldest point outward, a shrine, a waterfront, and a covered street that connects them. Kobe literally gets its name from the shrine. The families who served it were called kamyub, and that word eventually became Kobe. Ikuta Shrine is over 1800 years old. Wedged into a forest grove in downtown, you step off a busy street and the noise just stops. The camphor trees on the grounds are centuries old, and the shrine has a matchmaking reputation, so you'll see younger visitors taking it very seriously. Walk past the main hall into the forest park behind it. Most visitors skip that part, and it's where the shrine actually breathes. From the shrine, you walk through downtown to the harbor because Meriken Park is where Kobe shows you what it is, a port city that rebuilt itself. There's a preserved section of cracked waterfront showing real damage from the 1995 earthquake. It's free, sobering, and sitting right next to a popular selfie spot. The Maritime Museum's roof looks like it's trying to dissolve into Osaka Bay, and the BE Kobe sign by the water is the photo everyone takes home. Afternoon works best. The lights behind you for harbor shots, and overcast days are fine here because the industrial mood suits this part of the city. You'd walk through this covered arcade anyway coming back from the waterfront. But slow down, this is where Kobe residents actually shop. Kobe's bakery culture is real, born from a century of foreign residents. The European-style bakeries on this street are not tourist bait. Fresh bread mixing with roast coffee, carts rumbling on tile. The street feels indoor and outdoor at once, which is disorienting in a good way. Evening is when the arcade comes alive after work, and if weather turns your covered, just don't arrive too late, since some shops close by 8. Day 2 goes uphill, a waterfall behind a bullet train station, a garden above the city, and a hillside neighborhood that doesn't look Japanese at all. You can walk from Shin-Kobe Station and reach one of Japan's 3 most celebrated waterfalls in about 20 minutes, which is absurdly convenient. The name means cloth stretched out, because the water looks like fabric draped over rock. Japan ranks waterfalls the way other countries rank universities. The gorge narrows as you climb and the water gets louder, and you're suddenly in a forest that feels nowhere near a city. Wear real shoes, the trail is rocky, and aim to arrive before 10, because the narrow gorge sections bottleneck hard on weekends. Take the ropeway from the falls because it glides over the waterfall you just visited, then drops you at one of Japan's largest herb gardens. Over 200 herb species, seasonal flowers, greenhouses. You can smell the place before the gondola even touches down. There's a cafe at the top with terrace seating and a view stretching from Kobe Port to Osaka. Budget time for that, not just the gardens. Late afternoon light softens over the panorama, and sunset from the observation deck is worth waiting for if the Ropeway hours allow it. In 1868, Kobe opened to foreign settlers, and this hillside neighborhood is where they built homes that look like a European village dropped onto a Japanese mountainside. The Weathercock House, a former German trader's home with a rooster weather vane on top, is the most photographed building here, and it earns it. Cobblestone streets, Victorian interiors, and the uncanny feeling of standing inside something genuinely preserved. These are real merchant residences, not reproductions. The neighborhood is free to walk, and dusk is when it works. The houses close by 5, but the streetlights come on, and the crowds thin. Day 3 goes big, up the mountain that shapes Kobe's skyline, then down the far side into a hot spring town, older than most Japanese cities. Start day 3 on Mount Rokko because seeing the whole city from above reframes every street you've already walked. The cable car has been hauling residents up here since the early 1900s. The temperature drops noticeably as you climb. Rokko Garden Terrace at the summit has restaurants and observation decks with a view from Kobe Port to Osaka on clear days. Layer up, the summit can be 10 degrees colder than the city, and the Ropeway to Arima Onsen connects directly from here. Arima Onsen is tucked behind Mount Rokko, and it's one of Japan's oldest hot spring towns. An ancient chronicle mentions it by name. The town has 2 different spring types, a gold spring, rust-colored from dissolved iron, and a silver spring, clear and carbonated, sitting a few blocks apart. Steam rises from narrow streets, sulfur mixes with street food vendors, and stepping into water hotter than you expected is genuinely part of the experience. There is a free foot bath next to Kinno-yu for a low-commitment try, and carry a small towel. Some bathhouses don't provide them. Kobe borrowed from everywhere and made something its own. 3 days is enough to feel that, from the shrine floor to the hot spring water. I built out the full 3-day Kobe route in a template you can grab from the description, preloaded with every stop and an interactive map. Drop a comment with the Kobe stop you'd fight to keep on your itinerary.